Hey guys, Professor Milo here. I don't know exactly how to say this, but what I've discovered here might shake up what you think you know about Pump.Fun. I don't want to be dramatic, so I'll take it from the top, okay? You've probably heard about Pump.Fun, or maybe you've even used it yourself. It exploded in popularity last year, launching millions of meme coins. If you visit its homepage right now, you'll see new tokens being created every second, and anyone can easily create one by filling in just a few details without having to spend a lot of money. But here's the catch. Most of these tokens will never gain any traction, yet a selected few reach very high valuations. So this got me thinking, is there a hidden pattern behind all these chaos? As a data scientist, I spend months collecting data on hundreds of thousands of tokens and millions of transactions to find out. In this video, I will share exactly what I discovered. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. The first interesting thing we can do to get a grasp on training tokens is to go to the Advanced tab on Pump.Fun website, filtering only tokens that surpass the 30,000 market cap. When a token is launched, it has a market cap of approximately $4,000. This initial valuation is established through Pumps.Fun bounding curve mechanism, where the price moves based on supply and demand. The concept may seem complicated, but it's actually very simple. The more people buy, the higher the price becomes, and vice versa. If you click on any token that surpasses the $30,000 market cap, you'll probably see something like this. The first candle is very tall. Looks promising, right? But if you put the token's contract address into solscan.io, you'll see all of its initial transactions. Then look at the time. The first transactions occurred simultaneously. How can that be possible? Well, if you thought that several people bought the token, I have bad news. They were all from the same person. And after the first group of synchronized transactions, we can see other transactions mainly executed by bots. It doesn't take long before a massive dump occurs, where the token creator sells all their tokens at once. It happens all the time. If you look at any other token that surpassed the $30,000 mark, chances are you'll see a similar situation. And you know what? Even with tokens that reach millions of dollars in market cap, the story repeats. You might have already seen posts and news showing people becoming overnight millionaires, but that's not the whole story. If you look at the data, you'll see that the initial valuation is typically manipulated by the same person or group. You shouldn't assume you'll be the lucky one turning 20 bucks into 2 million. It doesn't work like that. It's an illusion. But that doesn't mean it's impossible to profit. In fact, if you examine some charts, you'll see it's not uncommon for tokens to increase in value for several seconds or even minutes before the dump. So what can we do? One strategy could be creating a bot that buys a token immediately after a significant launch and sells it seconds later, before the dump. I did just that. It worked in the beginning, but then something strange happened. It seems they discovered my bot and decided to dump the token right after I bought it. I realized it was entering dangerous territory, but I didn't stop there. I collected an enormous amount of data and used machine learning algorithms to find patterns between wallet movements and price changes. Then some data caught my attention. 67% of trades involving tokens with higher capitalization are executed by wallets that previously traded other tokens. That means something. When some addresses interact with each other, it's a sign that they belong to the same person or group. So I began by identifying addresses that consistently bundle multiple buy orders simultaneously. After running the same algorithms to analyze relationships across different tokens, they all led me to the same group, this one. In this chart here, the size of each circle is proportional to the number of transfers that the wallet has made to other wallets. We can easily see that there is an address communicating with several other addresses. Isn't it suspicious? One particular address interacting heavily with others, making numerous transfers every day, and it's not an exchange. Okay, there are in fact addresses interacting frequently with multiple wallets associated with Flip.gg and Pump.fun here. So I excluded them to analyze the core activity only. Even without these hub addresses, a consistent pattern emerges. Multiple addresses from this group buy and sell the same tokens repeatedly, and the group continuously creates new addresses daily. After analyzing wallets from this group, I decided to track the most profitable ones. I noticed that certain addresses consistently buy tokens and sell them a few minutes later. So I built a bot to mimic this strategy. Initially, it worked well, but soon, after some profitable trades, something changed. The group began selling tokens just before my bot could sell, breaking the established pattern. This happened repeatedly, suggesting that the group monitors for intruders. You can check this yourself without sophisticated tools. Enter this address on solscam.io and look at the most recent transfer it has made. The group manipulates trades consistently. You might spot similar patterns and even make a profit by following their trades. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. You're better off studying fundamentals rather than trying to follow manipulators. If you want to see more in-depth analysis, hit subscribe and check out my X account too. I have much more to share. See you soon.